You step off the boat and onto the dock. You've arrived. Havstedt, a small tourist seaside town on the northern coast of Lower Saxony, North German Confederation. Late summer, 1870.
Hey there, traveler. Are you, let's see, Schmidt from Bavaria?
You can respond to people with archetypal statements. The archetypes are tough, intellectual, and quirky. Your conversation partners react differently to your approach, depending on their own nature. A well-chosen statement can later benefit you and simplify communication.
Listen, nature boy, I'll call you whatever you want. Just tell me which suitcase is yours. The name is Nils. I'm here to help get your luggage to your room. I ain't no fucking bellboy neither. Livka needed help, so I helped, that's all. They own the place. Her and my brother. I just help out. So where's your suitcase, pal?
You have collected information about Niels Hansen. Information collected about people or places is stored in your notebook. You can access your notebook by pressing the I key.
Come on, pal. I don't got all fucking day. Which suitcase is yours?
This is clearly your suitcase, but something is different. You notice a fine silk scarf caught within its buckle. You either have luck or you don't. Give it a try. You see, it works brilliantly. And if it doesn't work out, you can use skill points to compensate. But if they're used up, then you lost. That's called bad luck. You stare blankly at the garment attached to your suitcase. Weary from the day's long journey, you are unable to concentrate. Your fingers fumble with the buckles to no avail. Losing in a skill check results in a temporary penalty applied to one or more of your abilities.
What the hell is taking so long? Come over here. I have something to help you with that. I think you, lack some skills. You seem a bit confused to me. Here, take my toolkit. This should help increase your chances.
You have received an item from Niels that you can use in the skill check to temporarily enhance your ability. Try once more to free the cloth and use the tool set. This is clearly your suitcase. During the skill check, use items such as Niels' tool set to improve your skill level. Drop forged and properly weighted, straight grain maple handles and all. You can do almost anything with quality tools like these. With an almost surgical precision, you manage to free the garment from the buckle. Clearly, this is a woman's scarf, fine silk, sweet-smelling perfume. You remember that the woman you met on board, Kirsten van Groot, wore one just like it.
You finally figure out which suitcase is yours? About damn time. Head up these stairs and then hang a left. The inn is just ahead. You can't miss it. I'll be right behind you with your luggage.
You enter the common room of the inn. The smell is overwhelming. Somewhere in the distance, you make out what could be some pretty decent stew. The radiant hum of conversation and celebration is punctuated only by the frequent, although nonetheless ceremonious toasting amongst friends. From the back of the room, a middle-aged woman smiles and approaches.
Well, Mr. Schmidt, is it? We've been expecting you. Welcome, welcome. My name is Levka Hansen. I'm thrilled you chose to stay with us. I can see Niels has assisted you with your luggage. I trust everything went smoothly with him? Please, please, come in and make yourself comfortable. You must be famished after such a long journey. Sit. I've prepared a table with a window view just for you. The special today is a hearty beef stew, made by yours truly, of course, served with some homemade bread and farm fresh butter. Take a seat and I'll bring it right out.
Well, hello, Schmidt. Sure, it's nice to put that boat trip behind us. I always feel a bit uneasy around water. I never thought I'd be so happy to arrive in Havstedt of all places. Solid ground and my sister. Those are the only reasons I'm here. I hope you enjoy your time here. The town looks as though hardly a thing has changed. Quaint as always. You enjoy the sights, get some sun. It looks like you need it. I'm set for some long overdue family time. What's new? Oh, well, yes it is. How considerate of you to return it. You know what? No good deed shall go unrewarded. Take these instructions for authentic Frisian tea. Old family recipe. The stuff works wonders.
You have received instructions from Kirsten van Groot. With the help of these instructions, you can use the correct ingredients from your inventory to create items. Items can be used to temporarily improve your abilities. Search your inventory for the instructions collection.
Oh, my apologies, young man. My mind is elsewhere. I didn't notice you come in. My wife says the French could be beating down our doors and I wouldn't even bat an eye. Bente Hansen. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Schmidt. My wife and I run this little inn. Well, to be honest, we may be a bit of an overstatement. Levke, bless her heart, she runs this inn. We inherited it from my folks, but I can't stand the place. No, I'm a man of science, Mr. Schmidt. Technology, my boy, that's the future. Say, you look like a worldly man. Are you familiar with the telegraph? That's what I do. I run the telegraph house here in Havstedt. Hell of a thing, my boy. Hell of a thing. Might sound like nothing but clicks to you like a locust. That's what my wife says. But it is its own language, connecting the whole world. It's the future, my boy. Can I help you?
The innkeeper, Levke Hansen, kindly smiles at you. The table looks inviting. You take a seat. At the end of the table, an unlikely pair of friends are engaged in a spirited discussion. Although you had hoped to enjoy your meal in peace, you can't help but eavesdrop as the animated pair continued their conversation.
Yes. We both know you're an expert on the topic. I would be too if I had that much time on my hands. Remember, I never asked for this. Someone had to put their neck on the line while they sort out this whole mess in France. But tell me then, what is your expert opinion? What do you see for the future?
Can't you see, old man? This is only the tip of the iceberg. Why stop with one? Our little town could be on the precipice of greatness. Should we just seize the opportunity? We should have more lines, more operators. We will be connected to the whole world.
The taller man turns to face you.
And you, what do you think?
His eyebrow raises at you inquisitively. Cigar smoke and brandy hang thick in his mustache. He nods at you in anticipation.
Are you daft? Not a care in the world what history is being written around you. Of course, a simpleton like you would understand the technological nuances within the world of telegraphy. Would you? That's a shame, good sir. It's going to revolutionize the world. From industry to politics, nothing will ever be the same. The whole world, quite literally at our fingertips. So, you truly know nothing of the pioneering advancements in telegraphy. April was the most fascinating month to date. I would love to hear your take on all the details.
The smaller of the two men makes eye contact and begins to speak.
Never mind him. Arvid tends to be, easily excitable, especially when it comes to things he's passionate about. Seems only Bente can keep up with him when he gets like this. Don't let him get to you. The name is Joost, Mayor Schepler. Still getting used to the title myself. Just standing in, keeping the peace until this nonsense with France blows over. Blood and iron and all that stuff. I just wish old Bismarck would remember the blood part of his slogan consists of human lives. Not all of us wish violence on our neighbors. They call it progress. But as mayor, I gotta say, the new telegraph equipment in Havstedt really is state-of-the-art. Quite fascinating indeed, and by far the biggest thing to happen to our sleepy little harbor in ages. You really should brush up on the matter. Truly fascinating stuff. Lievke's husband, Bente, is our local operator. He'll talk your ear off about it. But hell, he owns this place. Just look around. He keeps every news article, every book, and every publication he can find that even mentions the word telegraph. There's bound to be an encyclopedia's worth of information in this room alone. Come back and talk to us when you're a little more well-versed on the subject.
Can I help you? What a time to be alive, my boy. Can you believe it? When Siemens took that contract, I thought, there's no way in hell it could be done. Sure, £400,000 is a lot of money. But a telegraph cable from London to Calcutta, nearly 5,000 kilometers of that, being new built. Come on, let's get real. You know it took them nearly 70,000 posts through feuding territories to stretch that cable? Wooden ones in Poland and Russia, and special cast iron ones installed with a cavalry escort through Persia and the Caucasus. Hell, they even laid a cable under the Black Sea to avoid the fighting. No way I ever thought it would ever be done. Yet they did it. Can you believe that? You know, it runs from England via Emden and Berlin. The North German Confederation at the helm of the technological world. What a time to be alive, my boy. It's amazing how small the world becomes once you start connecting the cables. It used to take a message 30 days to make it from London to Calcutta. Now you know what it takes? 28 minutes, my boy. And this Indo-European line is only the beginning. Soon we will be able to talk to the whole world with a flick of the wrist. Not too many folk can understand the Morse code. The army taught me, and with that knowledge comes the duty to man the line. I could stay and talk about this all day, but unfortunately, I must be going. I'll be seeing you, Mr. Schmidt. I wish you all the best in our little town. Let Levke know if you need anything while you're here. Can I help you?
The innkeeper, Levke Hansen, kindly smiles at you.
How can I help you? Oh Lord, not you too. That damn machine is about the only thing that this town, including my husband, has been talking about for years. Between that and this little trifle with the French, there's not much else in the news these days. And frankly, none of that interests me. I have an inn to manage. I have no time for politics and parlor games. But if it's the Telegraph that interests you, you should really speak with my husband. He's around here somewhere. Just be warned, once you get him going, he really will chew your ear off with that stuff. How can I help you?
Excellent! Tell us what you've learned. Do you know where Calcutta is?
What else do you know about it? What else can you tell us about it? You've become quite the expert on the matter.
Well, you certainly left a lot to be desired. Tell me, what is your name? Ah, clever, because of the mustache. Apologies, my good sir, where are my manners? Arvid Harms is the name. Local entrepreneur, a, visionary, if you will. My family, titans of the brick industry, have been paving the way towards progress for generations. But one can only be so excited about bricks, am I right? This Telegraph, I tell you, is only the beginning. The apex of industry and technology. Quite exciting indeed. How nice to make your acquaintance, Mr. Schmidt, but I have some private issues to speak with the mayor about. Small town politics are hardly a matter of interest for you, I'm sure, so please excuse us.
The mayor smiles sheepishly. Levke, the innkeeper, smiles as she approaches the table.
Well, Mr. Schmidt, I hope these two didn't sully your meal with their incessant rambling. Your room is ready for you. Upper floor, room number 3, at the end of the hall. The stairs are behind the bar. Thank you for staying with us. I wish you a pleasant night's rest.
The bed is made of solid construction. No loose headboard, no weird stains, just a clean, comfortable bed. There is a pleasant odor on the bedding, fresh washed linen with a faint scent of sea air and tobacco. The mattress, although firmer than it appeared, welcomes you after a long day of travel. Moments after your head hits the pillow, you drift off to sleep. Dead through the world, you'll sleep soundly through the night. You can play the game in detective mode for the full investigation experience and without hints. Better have your pen and paper ready to take notes. Or you can play in story mode with tasks in your journal so you can relax and enjoy the story. Which do you prefer? Good choice! You can come back to the book that lies here on your right anytime to change the setting. You're jolted awake to the sound of several indiscernible voices shouting from outside your window. Try as you may, you cannot make out a single word. Whatever they are saying, it becomes apparent that someone or something is in deep distress. You quickly get dressed and rush out to investigate. You approach the scene. A large, raucous crowd obscures your view. You push through to the forefront. The blood catches your eye first. Alarmed by its sheer volume, you notice the way it has already begun to darken. There, in the middle, like some cold, twisted island, the lifeless body of a middle-aged man. You study his features, his contorted face, his clothing. You have seen this man before, but you just can't place him. You scan the crowd, recognizing several of the townfolk among them. The mayor, Niels. You lock eyes with Levke Hansen, the innkeeper. She's sobbing. Only then do you realize that the body is none other than her husband, Bente Hansen.
Who could have done this? Oh my god. Is that Bente? I can't look. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Ah! Mom! Check it out! Look at all the blood!
Silence! Quiet, please! Can I have everyone's attention? Quiet, everyone! Now listen up! Tragedy has befallen our sleepy little harbor. Quiet! Quiet, everyone! I intend to get to the bottom of this. First things first, we need some space. Kovic, Niels, can you get these fucking people out of here? I can't even think. Christ! Niels! Levke doesn't need to see this. Get her out of here! Seriously, everyone, I need you to take 2 big steps backward. Give us some room. A man has been murdered. All you doom lurkers should be ashamed of yourselves. Where the fuck is Arvid? I need someone who can operate this fucking machine. We need to reach the mainland and get the constable on a ship over here as soon as possible.
The constable? That'll take days. What if the killer strikes again? We're sitting ducks, Just.
Yeah, Jost. This is clearly the work of Satan. Evil walks among us.
I bet it's those French fucks trying to sabotage our telegraph. It's no coincidence they killed Bente. He's the only person in town who could use it.
Enough! Enough of this nonsense! Can you all just shut the fuck up and listen to me? There's no devil in Havstedt. There are no fucking French spies. Seriously, everyone calm down. I'm sure this is all far less sinister than it appears, despite it appearing rather grisly, I'll admit. All strangers to our community are to be isolated at the end until we have a better idea of what was happening here. Bear with us. We will have your holiday back on track as soon as we can. The rest of you, go home! There's nothing more to see here. Furthermore, the Harbor District Gate is to remain closed until further notice. No one in or out until this matter is put to bed. Now go, everyone. Dr. Colwig and I got this from here. I'm sure you grisly fucks are all excited because nothing ever happens around here. But Jesus Christ, don't forget, we lost one of our own today. Poor Levke needs us all now, more than ever. Instead, we use her in as a makeshift entertainment facility for our esteemed guests. Now go home, hug your loved ones, stay inside, and you'll be just fine. I promise. We will get to the bottom of this. Justice will be served.
The crowd disperses, their whispers heavy with anger and fear. In the distance, you see Niels Hansen, his arm around Levke, comforting her as they walk home. As the body comes into focus, you notice a small laceration, about 2 centimeters long, across the forehead. The wound is crusted over with dried blood and the surrounding area darkened with hematoma. Perhaps more noticeable, however, is the massive hole deep within the victim's neck. No denying the cause of death here. There, in the street outside his own office, Bente Hansen lays dead. Murdered. No doubt about it. For a telegraph clerk, you wonder, how does one become so filthy? His fingernails are packed with dirt and his palms are torn. Curiously, the shoes of a simple station clerk are heavy with mud and wild grasses. There, upon the reeds and the leather alike, small droplets of deep red blood. Present upon the man's forehead, a small laceration, nearly 2 centimeters in length. The wound, noticeably crusted with dried blood, has already begun to darken with bruising. Clearly, this injury was sustained while the victim was alive. While not being the cause of death, perhaps it is indicative of some sort of struggle. Just what happened here? Barely noticeable to the naked eye, you are drawn to a most peculiar sight indeed. Surrounding the wet open wound, small traces of painted wood catch the light. Fragmented grain, as if it were sheared off upon entry. It is difficult to get a clear view through all the blood. It doesn't take a trained eye to see that this was undeniably the cause of death. The wound is small, a puncture, most likely inflicted by a long and narrow instrument. Notably, there are no signs of slashing, and more importantly, no signs of hesitation.
You there! The lad from the inn! Yes, you! I'm sorry, but I'm going to require you to go back to your room and remain there. Please head straight back to the inn. Livke should have everything you need. You don't seem like the sort of deranged monster capable of such a crime, but nevertheless, I can't be too careful. We will sort this out soon enough, hopefully with enough time for you to salvage your vacation. Try to make the most of it.
You turn and walk towards the inn with the remainder of the crowd. Over your shoulder, you see the mayor and Dr. Kolvig hoisting the dead body of Bente Hansen onto an old wooden cart and proceed to wheel it away. All that visibly remains is a large pool of blood. Deep wrinkles run across her forehead. Her eyes are darkened and tired. The death of her husband weighs heavily on her. Her straight mouth proves the determination with which she continues to carry out her daily work. She moves her left hand, revealing her slightly swollen wrist.
Thank you, Mr. Schmidt. It's just terrible. I can't believe he's gone. I wish I could just take a few days and gather my thoughts, but that damn Joost bastard said all you strangers have to stay here, in my inn, like I'm some sort of a warden. I know it's not an ideal way for you to spend your holiday, but I've gone ahead and unlocked some of the more restricted areas of the property, so you can at least enjoy some fresh air in the garden. I do hope you can make the most of your time here. There is a bookshelf on the first floor. Feel free to help yourself to any of its books. Who knows what's up there, but maybe you can find something entertaining. But shoot, I almost forgot. There aren't any oil lamps in that part of the inn. It's normally off limits to visitors, you know? Here, take mine. Sorry for the inconvenience. If it runs out of oil, come find me and I'll give you some more. Who could ever tell when it came to Bente? He was always brooding over something. Distant, withdrawn. Let's be honest, that man could be a bit of a pill. He wasn't always like that, you know? He was once quite the charmer, but over the years, his hobbies, his obsessions, they consumed him. Like some sort of slow death, I've watched that man fade from my life, little by little, until now. Now he's succeeded. He's finally gone. Absolutely and completely gone. Tell me, Mr. Schmidt, how do you mourn someone you lost long ago? You know, it's sad, really, the way that damn telegraph connected him to everyone but me. Try as I might, I could never get Bente to open up. Between his late nights spent at his office or up lost in thought pacing around in his study, about the only person who could ever get an audience with him was Weasley Mr. Harms. Those two would talk for hours on end, just rambling on and on about signals and transmitters and wires and such. Ah yes, that's a decent drop for the money. It's more for the price-conscious drinker. Mr. Bartleson, the school's caretaker, would be first to take a nip of this stuff. Only after working hours, of course.
A poorly healed scar runs along his forearm, leading the eye to his clean manicured hands. These are not the hands of a laborer. He smells harshly of smoke and alcohol, and appears to currently be, at least to some degree, drunk.
Thanks, Schmidt. Hard to imagine that I'll never talk to him again. It's funny. Just yesterday, I couldn't stand the guy. Never understood how such a selfish man could be so respected by his fellow townsfolk. I used to go out of my way to avoid talking to him, but now, I'd give anything to speak with him once more. I just hope they find the bastard who did this. I can't imagine who did such a thing so violently. Makes me sick. I mean, he wasn't the best brother a guy could ask for, but the townfolk adored him. He certainly didn't deserve that. I mean, sure, not everyone is excited about the telegraph as he was, but enemies, like real enemies, I don't think so.
The door is locked. A key is required. The door is labeled storage room, no entry. It is locked. The door is locked. The door is locked. A key is required.